Now we're going to take our PHP skills to the next level and utilize Laravel framework. So we need to get things installed, and that's what this video is all about. The first thing we need to install is something called Composer. So if you do a search in Google for the word Composer, you should get to this website, getcomposer.org, which is where I'm at. And Composer is a package manager. So Composer is going to give us the ability to install packages that we're going to need in our projects. So there's lots of different projects available, packages available, and we don't want them all installed at one time, just the ones that we need. And so Composer is what we are going to use to manage that for us. If you did Node.js, you might have done NPM last semester. If you did the .NET, you might have used NuGet. So these are all package managers for individual languages, and PHP's package manager is called Composer. And so if we go to, we got to get this installed, so we're going to go to download. And once we get to download, there is ways you can do it manually, but the easiest way for us to do it is going to be to come into this Composer setup.exe package, and it'll install it for you. I'm not going to run through it, but you can. But the nice part about that is it's also going to install it automatically in our path for us. So once you get that installed and you go into your command prompt, your command line terminal, then you should be able to type in composer/v, and you should get eventually this whole list of commands that you can run with Composer. So that's how you'll be able to verify that you've installed it correctly, or that it's installed in your path. Once that's installed, we want to install Laravel. So I'm going to bring over the next screen. So if you do a search for Laravel, then you'll get something that looks like this eventually. There we go. So from here, what we'll do is we'll go into, you can go into documentation. And in documentation, there is installing Laravel, or getting started here, and installation. And so what you'll see is, as I scroll down, there's a lot of discussion. This is Max and so forth, but this is what we're really concerned about, is this line right here. So you'll notice that in order to install Laravel, we're going to count on Composer being installed. So I'm assuming at this point you were able to get that installed. And so we're going to copy this line, Control-C, and I'm going to go back into my command line and bring that back over to you, and then Control-V that in, and go ahead and let that run. Again, mine's already installed, so probably was a moot point to let this run, but I'm going to move this out of the screen. Well, I'll let you see it, I guess. So anyway, I'm going to put this on pause so we can see the end product. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back, and once you have installed, yours is probably going to look a little different because mine was looking for updates, but you might have had a new install, so you're going to have a lot of different things going on here. Anyway, now that we have Composer installed and we have Laravel installed, we should be able to fire up a package, to create a new package. So I'm going to navigate maybe I think I'm going to navigate, there we go, cd ... back to my root directory, and then go into the XAMPP directory, go into htdocs, there it is, and from here I'm going to create a new project, and it's very simple to do. All we're going to do is we're going to type in Laravel new and the name of the new project, whatever that project might happen to be. And now I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to put this on pause once again. And finally, what felt to me like eons later, I ended up with application ready, build something amazing. Sounds super good. All right, so if I cd into that directory, cd, and it was, what did I remember what I called it? New project, there it is. And I do a directory listing. Whoa, I've got a whole bunch of new stuff. Okay, new stuff is interesting. So I've already taken the liberty of opening up that folder in Visual Studio Code, and you can see that we've got a whole bunch of new folders, which we will talk about in the next class time that we get together. In the meantime, if you want to see it running, go ahead and get your XAMPP opened up because that's the server that we're going to be using. And here is my XAMPP folder opened up, my htdocs. I don't think I've refreshed it for the new project. And then what you're going to do in order to see what was created was I'm going to navigate to my new project, and it didn't come up automatically. How come? That's because all of my files are going to be in the public folder now. So if I click on public folder, I'm going to see a page that was automatically created for me when we did that Laravel new project. So this is what we'll need to get started for class. Let me know if you have any trouble with any of that, and we will get it sorted out hopefully before the next class period.